Morning children, welcome back to our SST class. Now it's time to start with our first chapter of the UT syllabus, that is chapter number 8. Beta please open chapter number 8, weather and climate. Now first question, these questions which are given in this brown box, beta you are supposed to do by your own. Like first question is, what is the weather like today? You're supposed to write the weather situation of today, like cloudy, rainy, what kind of it is. Okay. When did it last rain in your city? That you have to write, like today, yesterday, or last week, last month. That you can write here. And again, maximum temperature of your city yesterday. Okay. And for this you can take a help of your phone also. Now just read beta. Whenever we are going to study these things, we need some activity. So activity is given here. Okay, what you all have to do, just write down the dates here, like today, whatever the date today it is, suppose 4th of October, write down 4 October. Maximum temperature you write down of today's, minimum temperature you write down, and humidity in percentage you write down here. Okay, if suppose it's raining, then you can write the rainfall in Okay, so when you will write all these details, you will notice that every day the temperature changes. Some days are too hot and some are mildly hot, correct? No? So these changes in the temperature is your weather. Now let's read about it so that it can be easy for you to understand. Do all the 7 days record the maximum, minimum temperatures and humidity percentage. This I told you. Okay, beta. And what you will notice, the temperature differs almost every day. Okay. Thus, the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to the temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind, speed, etc. is called weather. Okay. Whatever the day-to-day condition is there of the atmosphere, means daily it changes. Okay, no, daily it changes, like suppose today it is 28 degrees Celsius, tomorrow may be 20 degrees Celsius. This way it changes. Okay, 27 degrees Celsius, 26 degrees Celsius. So this changes is called your weather. All changes in weather are caused by the sun. And who create these changes, who make these changes, who is a main source of these changes? Sun. As we all know that sun is a primary source of energy. Okay, same way it's a primary source of energy that causes a change in the weather. Energy absorbed and reflected by the earth's surface, atmosphere and oceans determines the weather of that place. The weather near the sea is different from that in the desert or near a mountain. If you notice that when we are going to Dalhousie side, the weather over there is, if you find, is very cool, soothing. No, correct? No. When we are going to the Rajasthan or these areas which are the deserted areas, if you find these areas are again hot. So what is again the weather depends that how energy is absorbed by the surface, earth's surface, and how it is reflected by the earth's surface. Okay, so our weather condition is always depending upon the atmosphere and oceans and all. Okay, then comes our climate. On the other hand, is average weather pattern taken over a long period of time, say 20 to 25 to 30 years. Here we are having a difference between the weather and the climate. If you find, weather is a day-to-day condition. Okay, daily. So this your climate is again your weather condition observed over a long period of time. Okay, different parts of the world experience a different climates, like hot, dry, cold, or with a moderate rainfall. Okay, unlike weather, the climate changes very slowly over thousands of years. Let us see some difference between the weather and climate. If you find the European countries, their climate condition, if you find these are the cold areas. India is again moderate having a moderate climate. In India, if you notice, Mumbai is having a different climate, we are having a different climate, in Himachal we are having a different climate. So again, it's again area is large. Okay, we are again here we are talking when we are talking about the weather, we are talking about the limited area. When we are talking about the climate, we are talking about the large area. Okay, so let's see the what is the difference between the weather and climate. Weather again is the study of the atmospheric condition for a short duration. Again, short duration and limited area. Here if you find the climate is a study of average weather condition, and again for a long period of time for a large area. Okay beta. Then is beta your weather is influenced by any one of its element. Means weather is always influenced by temperature, humidity, rainfall. But when you are talking about the climate, all these things, means temperature, humidity and rainfall, collectively affect the climate. Okay, weather changes very often. Okay, very easily it changes. Today is something else, or tomorrow it will be something else. Climate is more or less permanent, it remains same only. Okay, weather is experienced over small areas, that we discussed also. Experience over small area. When we are talking about the Pathankot, it's a small area. Okay, we are discussing about the country's one part. Okay, here we are talking about the large area of the continent. Okay, a place can experience a different types of weather condition in a year. If you find country is experiencing if you see Pathankot can experience so many changes in the weather. But when we are talking about a place, when we are talking about the climate, a place can experience only one type of climate. Okay. Now, which are the factors that affecting the climate of a place? First is your latitude or distance from the equator. Better for this, just read from here, then I'll take a help of your, I do not have a globe, then also I made roughly for you. Just read first from here. The place near the equator are warmer than the place which are far away from it. This is because the rays of the sun fall vertically on the equator and slanting at the polar regions. When they fall vertically, they are concentrated over small regions, and when they fall at a slant, they are spread over a larger region. Therefore, place near the equator receive more heat. What they told, when they fall vertically, they are concentrated over a smaller region. When they fall at a slant, they are spread over a larger region. This is beta your globe. I am just making a rough idea of it. Here you may say equator. Okay, this is your equator. Okay. This is your sun. Okay, the area which receives direct sun rays, that is means that area will receive this direct sun rays. So direct sun rays are falling here, so this area is small. Okay, this area is going to have a more, you may say this area will be hotter than this one. Why? Because this area, when the rays are going to fall, it will fall in a slanting way and it will cover a more area, not directly it will fall. So because of this reason, the equator experiences hotter climate than the polar regions. Okay, okay beta, I think all you got. Then comes your altitude or height above the sea level. This is your altitude, means height only. It also depends upon the height of the sea level. Mountains are always cooler than the plains. The temperature decreases with the height of a place. Therefore, the higher we go, cooler it becomes. If we are suppose there on a plain area, this is your plain area, the area over here will be less cooler than the area which are on the mountains. Okay, the mountainous area will be cooler than the area which are there on the plains. Distance from the sun again. Places near the sea have a moderately cool climate, while places in the interior have an extreme climate. This is because water heats and cools slower than land. Beta, see, whenever we are talking about this water, but again, distance from the sun. The places near the sea have a moderate climate. Remember why the climate is moderate near the sea? Because cool climate, while the place in the interior mean the areas which are inside, like the areas which are near the coast. Okay, you may say Maharashtra and all. These are the near sea. Okay, but when we are talking about our Punjab, it is inside. Okay, inside the India. Extreme climate will have a this hot climate. This is because water heats and cools slower than land. What happen? Water takes time to heat up and take time to cool down. When what happened there, just see, when this warm air over a land, okay, this warm air over a land rises. Okay, so what happened? The cool air here, what it again cools down this air. It is replaced by the cool air. Warm air rises from the land because land is having this area is having now this land is totally hot. Okay, so it again what it will do, it will reflect the warm air. Okay, here from the sea what happened? The cool air comes out. So this warm air is replaced by the cool air. So what happened? The area which are near the sea, they are having a moderate climate, not cool, not hot. But at night what happened? It opposite. The air which comes from land, it is again what kind of land, what kind of air? The land cools down faster than the sea, that we all know. The air above the sea is warmer now. Here now, which in night what will happen? Opposite. We'll have a here warm this air, but here we will have a which air? Cool air. Again it will be replaced by the cool air. The cool air from the land blows towards the sea, and this is called the land breeze. The land and sea breeze keeps the coastal climate pleasant. Okay. Winds, the climate of a place is hugely affected by the winds that blow in that area. Winds blowing from cold regions make the place cool, while winds blowing from the hot region make the place hot. That we all know that. Correct? No? The climate is again affected by the winds. The winds which are again the winds blowing from the cold region make the place cool, while the winds blowing from the hot region makes the place hot. When the winds blow in the sea, when winds blow in from the sea, they make the area humid by increasing the moisture content of the place. What happened, beta? When this sea gets hot, so what happened? The air comes out from this sea. When it is coming out, hot air is coming out, what it taking? It takes the moisture with it. It has some water vapors. Okay, and it blows towards the land, and it makes the land, what kind of land? Humid land. Okay, so more humidity is there over the land. Then ocean currents, beta. Ocean currents are large movements of water that we all know, no? Lehrein we call. Oceans may have warm or cold currents. Again, oceans are having both type of currents, warm also and cold also. These ocean currents influence the climate of the coast. What is actually coast? I think you must be knowing. This is a land. This is your India. Okay, the area. This is your water. The area over here, this is your coastal area. The area which is near the sea, this is your coastal area. Okay children, I find that you must be knowing this, so I told you. Then is these ocean currents influence the climate of the coast. Warm ocean currents make the areas warmer, while cold ocean currents make the coastal areas cold. Suppose this sea will have a warm ocean currents, then this coastal area will be a warmer. If suppose this ocean will have a this cold ocean currents, then this coastal area will be cold. Okay, so it affects a lot. Ocean currents affect a lot. Temperature and rainfall. Temperature of the place, the humidity and the amount of rainfall that it receives all determine the climate of place. So temperature of the place and humidity and the amount of rainfall that it receives, it determine what all these does. It determine all these things determines the climate of a place. Now we are going to study about torrid zone. In next video I'll discuss about this. So still that you read this chapter carefully and have a good day children.